Hey guys, Travis with Peak Reef again. Told you we're going to have a video on making your own water. This is my RO Buddy. It does have a DI, so this is a RO DI filter. What that means, it's a 4-stage filter. It brings my TDS, which is parts per million things in the water, from 260 to 0. You can get these TDS meters on Amazon. I think I paid like 12 bucks. But this will show you right down here. 0 parts per million, water's clean. So, what you do from here, and also it takes about an hour and 15 minutes to fill this from this filter. So, it does take time, but it's COVID. What else are you going to do, right? I set this up while my computer's running, set a timer, come back, and do the next processes. The things you're going to want when you're doing this is obviously an RO filter, whichever one you want. This is on Amazon also, it's $60. You need buckets, this is a 5-gallon. You also need a sink, preferably one big enough to put the bucket in case you forget about it. You don't flood your house, it just goes down the drain. You will also need your salt. I prefer Instant Ocean salt crystals. Some people don't like it because it's not fancy. It's $35. It makes me 160 gallons of water. I can't complain. So the other thing you'll need is a refractometer, oh man, I can never say it. Refractometer, or whatever. Basically, this tells you the salinity of the water. You want it to be 1.025. Some people like it 1.026. I run mine at 1.025. So there's a little bit of a margin for error in case it drops a little bit or gets a little high. Now, I know this is 5 gallons of water. I know exactly what it takes. It takes 2.5 cups of salt. So, try to make it as level of a scoop as you can. Put that guy in there. There's one. Here's 2. And then, there's your half. This will bring you to a salinity of 1.025, which is where I want to be. After you add that in there, you take that handy dandy pump that I showed you in that last video for topping off. Right here, Harbor Freight. Little pond pump, I think it was 10 bucks. Plop this guy in here. Put it down towards the bottom. I like to make sure the jet is pointing up, so the stream goes up and then goes back to make sure all the salt gets mixed. Plug this in. Let it run. I pretty much leave this in here until I'm ready to use it. It's going to be a couple days. That way I know the water's constantly moving. We're not going to have any issues of it not mixing. But in about an hour, come back, move the pump around, make sure that you're not missing anything. Now, to review everything again, you just need TDS meter. Check your water, that way you know when your filters need to be changed. Refractometer for the salinity. A small pump, and a bucket, and a sink. You'll make your own water. The reason why I do this is because a lot of times at local fish stores, they try to keep up with the filters, but they can't, and they ultimately end up having TDS readings of 40 or more, which will mess with algae in your tank and cause more issues than good. That's what ended up with me, so now I mix my own water, and quite frankly, it is just way more convenient. I mean, as you can see, it's easy. It took 5 minutes to set this up. Now I leave it alone, I come back in a day, and I do the water change that I did today. So this will be running for a few days, and then I'll use it for my next water change. But I want to thank you guys for checking in with Peak Reef. Again, hit that bell icon, like, subscribe, and we'll move on to some other things.